That's where Discord lives? Oh, come on, why haven't we seen this place until now? Well, it's a Discord episode, so you can bet there are going to be references galore. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Right?
Yeah, sure. Fool me once, DHX. The opening scene has much more of a basis in emotion than I was expecting, raising a similar issue to the one seen in Griffin the Brush-Off. That being the difficulty of what happens when a friend starts spending more time with another friend. For someone like Discord, it makes sense he'd feel uneasy about that kind of thing, since he's still new to the idea of having friends.
But there is kind of a jarring fact that I think we are overlooking here. Discord has known since before he and Fluttershy even became friends that she has at least 5 other friends.
Why would her having one more be such a big deal? Then of course we have the obligatory cameo by Spike.
Because, you know, it's not like it would have been interesting to see him mingling at the gala.
Then we head over to the boutique, where we get the most obnoxious portrayal of the CMC I have ever seen. Why must they yell in unison like that?
Oh, the noise. That's one thing I hated. The noise.
I don't know if the idea was just to show how excited they were for the gala, but I really felt like they were past this level of immaturity.
I'm really getting a Season 1 vibe from the CMC this season.
Well, thankfully my enjoyment level for this episode greatly increased after that scene with Discord making a Metal Gear Solid reference, Pinky grabbing the camera, which isn't really there.
She grabs the camera!
She grabs the camera! Promising us an appearance by Maud later on. Then, the introduction of Treehugger.
I'm just gonna say it. I frickin' love this character.
I'm not sure what it is I love more. The laid-back hippie voice, the Woodstock look to her design, or the ongoing positive outlook she has throughout the episode, which reminded me a lot of Pinky when Nightmare Moon first appeared in the pilot. And holy shit, Discord's house is cool.
It was just a real treat visually. It also gave us a few new Discord gags, like the way he opens the front door but then just teleports in, or the reverse washing up.
But doesn't Fluttershy already know she's his only friend? Didn't he say in Keep Calm and Flutter On that he's never had a friend before? It was pleasant to see Twilight is getting more involved in royal duties. That should keep the people that wanted to see more princessy things from her fairly satisfied.
Oh hey, a reference to the 1986 MLP movie. Wait, didn't that feature a certain dragon that's also in this show? Oh, never mind, he's probably not important.
Anyway, the Smooze in this version acts rather differently from the way it did in the movie. In the movie, it was the size of a lake and destroyed everything in its path. Here it is more like a pest than any real threat, and they understand why they had to change that. This is a slice of life story after all.
However, I still think it would have been cool for them to keep the other thing it did in the movie, making anyone splashed with it act grumpy. Would have been interesting to see how Maud or Pinky act if they'd been splashed with it.
I kind of felt the same way about Discord's stand-up routine that a lot of people felt about Spike singing in Equestria games, in that the idea was that it was awkward and cringeworthy, and that just made it all the more painful to watch.
Still, I did like the payoff, with everyone laughing at Maud's comeback.
And the awesome reference to The Shining, which kind of made up for it.
Red rum. Red rum.
Now, as far as the final act with the Smooze making a complete mess of everything, I'm not sure if this was part of Discord's plan or not. I mean, he seems to use it as a way to suggest to Fluttershy he should have been her +1, even though he has his own ticket. Why then complain to the Smooze about how it was making him look like a fool and lock it in a side room? But oh man, I'll be damned if the comedy in this scene wasn't spot on. I don't know if I loved Treehugger's calming noises more, or the dimension Discord tried to send her to.
What the heck was that, by the way? It looked like the Muppets on a $2 budget.
I really liked the lesson here as well, as I can really relate to what Discord is going through. Sometimes when you've been friends with someone for a while, and they suddenly start spending less time with you and more time with others, it can be upsetting and make you wonder if they have simply stopped being your friend. But we see here that it's just impossible to spend all your free time with the same person, and there will be times when you just won't be able to hang out with certain people.
I've had friends from school that I've gone months without speaking to, and cousins I've gone years without even seeing. But that doesn't mean they are any less my friends. In fact, not seeing each other in a long time only makes the time we do spend together all the more enjoyable, because of all the catching up we get to do.
Finally, we get some more cannon fuel for the Celeste Cord shippers.
And I thought Smoozinator might be a reference to American Pie.
But I found out later that there was this water pistol called the Oozinator, which was made by Hasbro, so that has to be it. So yeah, this episode was definitely the best episode for comedy so far this season.
I mean, with Discord, how can you go wrong? Oh yeah.
We had some more good continuity, not to mention Season 1 continuity, and a pretty good lesson. I would have liked to have seen Spike actually attend the gala this time, and maybe a bit more Maud, but otherwise a really enjoyable episode.
When life gives you lemons, you can make lemonade. But life gave me Tank here, and my choice has long been made. I'll fly until the end of the sky. Though I'll be the one who doesn't have to say goodbye. I'll clear the skies forever, though we won't be apart. I'll keep the weather warm for